then selected this part, it will also select this selection. Then I'm going to I'm going again to choose edge. Then I'm going to raise this part a little bit above. I'm going to undo. I'm going to raise it in the z-axis like this to form like a shape of a fence. And if you found that there is an inclination here, you can always choose vertices, then choose to raise this one so that they will be on the same level as the ones in here, just like that. And if you want to give it like the shape of a brick, like, you can from default shading choose edged faces as we did before, and it will look like something like this, like a fence. So you don't have to create something beautiful at the beginning, you just need to start knowing what does what and which function does which effect. So once you did this, you will be able to manipulate the shapes the way you want. So this way we have created a shape from objects which exists in here, or geometry which exists in here. Now if you want to reset your space or your Autodesk, you can head to File and click on Reset, where you will be able to start a new scene. And now Autodesk will ask you whether you want to save changes or not. If not, it will give you another confirmation that if you want to reset. I'm going to click on yes to just delete this previous shape and start a new one from scratch. And now instead of creating a shape from geometry, we will start creating shapes from splines. So by clicking on shape here, you will be able to see another drop down menu that we saw the same like it in the geometry, and I'm going to choose splines. Then in the splines you can see all type of small shapes that you can use to create bigger shapes, like lines for example, like circles, stars, and so on and so forth. So now I'm going to click on line so that I can start creating it, and as we did before, you can just click on one point, then drag to the other point, then again drag to a third point, and so on and so forth to create your spline. And once you are done, you can click on the right click so that it will just end your spline. Now if we went to the modify section, you will find similar options that we saw before. So we saw before in the editable polygon vertices like this one, we also see edges, which is here like segments, and we saw elements, which is here like spline. So if you want to make any edits on this shape, you can for example choose vertex, then choose one of the vertices where you will be able to let's select it first, where you will be able to move. Once you select the select and move here, so you can move it in 3D like this for example. And as we go down, we can see similar options or similar properties or functions that we saw before in geometry, like the weld and connect for example. But there are some others that we didn't see before, like the fillet for example. And in fillet, it will allow you to choose a vertex, and after choosing it, by choosing fillet here, you can see that you can make a curvature on this line like this for example. And once you do a curvature in here, you can see that you can select the new vertex in here, where it was just one vertex transferred into two vertices. And there is this strange green or green and golden colored line that appeared on this vertex. So if we chose for example this vertex, you will not find a similar line, but if we chose this one specifically, you will find this line which will help you to control how your curvature will look like if we just chose the move in here and then you started changing how the curvature looks like. You can do the same for the other line, where you will be able to make it look different. So as you can see, splines are very flexible, and this is why they are very powerful tool when it comes to using Autodesk. Next, we can choose our line from here, then choose rendering options, and if we checked both enable in render and enable in viewport, you will notice that your line is no longer a line, but it has thickness and radius. So you can also choose whether you want your line to be radial, and hence you can change its thickness, or you want it to be like rectangular, so that you can also change its dimensions, length, width, and height, like that, and also angle, like that. Now I'm going to rotate a little bit, then I'm going to draw another line from the add, then choosing splines, then choose line, then I'm going to add a new line in here, then click on right. I'm going to click on one side, then the other, and right click to just stop drawing, and I'm going to choose the color the same as